So you got to be there. A lot of big announcements. Pre-game requires me to stop gaming. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Let me pop open the live chat. Hold on.
Neither of you look like drinkers.
Lance used to be.
My drinking days are behind me now that I got a 1-year-old at home. So
yeah. Lance is out for the count. Leveling Pally right now, going super fast. Nice. Let's go, Scatman. Let's go. You guys got me back into playing again after stroke. Thanks for the videos. Yo, listen.
Oh man,
it's our pleasure, baby. And listen, awesome. I'm also very, very grateful to have you here on a Saturday night. We typically do these shows Wednesday night, but we're dabbling in maybe a potential second show here or there. You know what I mean?
Right now, it's kind of the end of the season. We got most of our goals done. We usually raid Saturday nights, but
oh, Trickle with the Comeback Kids membership. By the way, guys, if you're a member, you got to put ones in the chat. If you're a member, show them up. The platinum ones, baby, the platinum ones. But yeah, it's awesome to see you, man. Really, really glad to have just members like you a part of it. Really, really happy to do this sort of thing. Parenting's impossible sober.
Yeah, my drinking is strictly for family gatherings and parties now.
Yeah, my drinking is... I don't drink. That's about it, guys. I give my life to the game. The game of content creation, World of Warcraft. Little this, little that. I'm not a drinker, man. I'm not a partier. It is what it is. You guys are my drug. Damn, how corny is that, right? Oh, shit. Yo, who likes the Azure Span music in the background? Anyone? Anyone like the Azure Span? Fortney with the 1 in the chat. Thank you.
It's it's become my favorite Zone's music.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know about you guys. This is gonna sound super dorky. Sometimes when I'm working, just working, and I'm in the mud, whatever, I like to listen to World of Warcraft music to 100%. Make me feel like I'm just... I love World of Warcraft, as you can probably freaking tell. So, just to have me get that feeling of somewhat joy from WoW while I'm working, well, I guess technically my work is working on World of Warcraft stuff, so it's a double down. Juan Epstein, what's going on, baby? So, you know what I mean. I don't need drugs. I get high on parses. Wow. I need you in my group. That's what I'm talking about.
I get high on my green parses that I do every week, so.
Dementia's got me locked back in out of the expansion for a while. Y'all got good information for real. Thank you so much, Trickle. Appreciate the love. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's about that time. Settle in, lock down, whatever you got to do. It's time for the weekly cooldown. Let's go through it. All right, it's time for the weekly cooldown. Your full recap of everything that went down in World of Warcraft this week, from blue posts and patch notes to clash changes, leaks, and more. We're breaking it all down for you right now, whether you missed a day or the whole week. Click that Hearthstone and get ready, because this is your reset. Boom, ladies and gentlemen, you guys heard the intro, man. It's the weekly cooldown. Time to settle down, relax, grab a beverage, grab a beer, whatever the case may be. Chill out, vibe out. Let's go through some of the big news that's happened this week, Lance, because there's a couple big ones. And let's bring it to you guys on a nice silver platter so you can enjoy it without wasting any time, right? Anyways, moving into it. The first bit, guys, right off the bat, we had some brand new development notes just a couple days ago on some clash changes on the PTR, and I'm not gonna lie, Lance, these are absolutely meta-defining
just get it out of the way.
Clash changes. These are meta-defining clash changes. These are changing a lot about the video game. ESPN Plus, goodbye. These are changing a lot about the game in terms of balance. Who's gonna be at the top? Who's not? There's a lot to go through. And boy, oh boy, have any of you guys seen these clash changes? Does anyone know what's going on? Does anyone have any thoughts or notes going into this? Because, oh buddy, oh boy, this is getting pretty insane, guys. This is getting insane. Right off the bat, healer changes are okay. Yeah, we'll get into that in a second. That's the second part of the notes. Prop Alley's dead. Yeah. Oh, we'll dive into that one. Unholy Death Knight, Lance. This is, I believe, the 4th week in a row. They're getting some sort of adjustments, iteration fixes, bug changes / buffs. 4 weeks straight, Unholy Death Knight is getting adjustments. I'm gonna let you know right now, I've done some recent testing, and in AoE damage, they're actually fine. They're more than fine. They do really good AoE damage. The problem with Unholy at this point is the same thing it's been for 2 expansions. Pure single target is just not good. It's not good. It's not good. It's not going to be good. None of this is going to change that. They still are going to have that issue. They're still going to be very niche in terms of coming to a party, being that heavy swinging AoE hitter, but they're going to struggle on boss fights.
Didn't they cap their AoE?
On a couple abilities, yeah, to an extent.
Yeah.
The AoE, oh my god, what was it called, man? It was one of their kind of like just passive abilities that sort of went off. Frost Death Knight Lance finally got some nerfs. Ladies and gentlemen, did you guys think Frost Death Knight needed nerfs on the PTR? Does anyone have an opinion on this? Does anyone think that Frost Death Knight needed some nerfs on the PTR?
I mean, 100% it did. Although I will say a 12% aura debuff or nerf kind of heavy-handed, maybe.
Okay, well, understand this. They are far and beyond the top single target DPS in the game when it comes to a Mythic Plus environment. So when you have your Mythic Plus build and you're still slamming AoE, they still blast single target. So this 12% really isn't as bad as you think. Just last week they got, I think it was an 8% or a 6 or 7, something like that. Not only that, they're slightly adjusting Breath of Sindragosa, but the damage is being increased. So this is going to help those players that aren't that good at using Breath. So if you're just picking them up, it's really not that big of a deal. So if you're a master of Breath, I mean, this is just better. You know what I mean? That's going to be fine. Nothing really crazy here. This tier set buff to Guardian, this will equal out to about 1% damage bonus, by the way. So pretty much nothing. Guardian is literally, once again, if you're a Guardian player in the chat, sucks for you guys. Fair is fair. How are they looking for raids? No, Frost Death Knight is one of the best raid DPS in the entire game. It was them, Beast Mastery, but Beast Mastery just got nerfed twice, so I'm not sure. I have not seen the raid testing results after that. Marksman. I know it was Marksman, Frost. I know Windwalker was doing well. Assassination was doing pretty good in raid. There was one other. Oh, Shadow Priest, obviously. Yeah, I can't forget that. And then Frost and Arcane Mage were doing good. Anyways, moving on. Guardian Druid, this is about a 1% damage increase. This is really nothing crazy. Moving on to Balance. Guys, can I get some RIPs in the chat for Balance Druid? Big rips in the chat. Anyone from Twitch, YouTube? Give me big rips in the chat. Balance Druid just got absolutely clapped the last couple weeks. This is Runeward. What's going on, baby? How we doing? Yeah, this is bad. This is bad. This is really, really bad. This tier set being reduced to this point is tough for them.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong, Lance. It was to the point where they were hitting upwards of 50 million damage star surges. 50 million. 50, 60, 70 million because it splashes too. So they nerfed the damage. By the way, thank you so much, Darkside, for the follow. They nerfed the damage. They nerf how much is stored. It used to be, I think it used to be 10, and then went down to 5. Now it went down to 3. Now the maximum storage has also been reduced by 50%. So there's a cap, and it's harder to get to that cap. And then now you can't double stack it, because what people do, they would run the talent that gives you 2 charges of your, what is it, Cenarian alignment?
Oh, Celestial alignment.
Celestial alignment, there it is. So they would run the talent that would give you 2 charges of that. They would pop it at the end, you know, get it to proc, and then they would be able to get that massive burst window when they pop the second Celestial alignment. So they would double dip on everything, and it would just nuke. But not anymore. Because it used to hold for 45 seconds. Not anymore. Now it holds for 15 seconds. So long, sucker. See you later. So goodbye. In a raiding environment, it looks like Balance is absolutely cooked. Fun detected? Yeah. Not looking good, guys. So Balance is in deep shit when it comes to raiding.
But you know what? Balance just had a whole season of being like...
One season? You think it was just one season?
Yeah, I mean, they've been in the meta for the Mythic Plus.
It's every single season, buddy.
You know.
Their class is designed for Mythic Plus. They bring a battle res. They bring the best buff in the game, the group-wide buff in the game. 3% versatility, it's good for everybody in the game. It doesn't matter. They have the battle res. They have great control with the
solar beam.
Yeah, the solar beam mixed with the vortex, and then you stun them in there, you lock them in. So they're just built for Mythic Plus. They're not built for raid. They're not designed for it. And that's just the truth. And that's why I think Boomkin, the balanced talent tree in general, needs a rework. Because it's way too centered around them. And by the way, same shit with Unholy Death Knight. They just did it again. They just doubled down on the AoE damage for Unholy Death Knight when it comes to Mythic Plus, but still their single target is shit. I think we'll be fine as Balance. 2 more tunings to come. I think more will be slaughtered. Oh, now, yeah. What's happening right now on the PTR is everybody's getting nerfed. Everybody's getting nerfed. Very slight buffs are going out. Because those real S tier, you know, big bad hitters,
they were too strong.
Yeah, they were too strong. The gap between was so far and beyond, it wasn't normal. So they had to gut it a little bit. But it's okay. I think obviously balance is going to be great in Mythic Plus. They're going to be perfectly fine. And then usually early on in the season for Raid, balance performs well. Everyone knows that. Moving on, Saber Jaw is getting buffed. This is, I believe, it's extra Ferocious Bite damage depending on how much energy because, you know, with Ferocious Bite, you can spend more energy to deal more damage with it. This is primarily for their single target. A nice little buff. Honestly, you gotta understand, an extra 40% on Ferocious Bite, which is a lot of their damage in single target, especially if you're playing Wildstalker, which is, it turns your Ravage. I mean, dude, that's a lot of effort. Listen, that's good. I'll take that all day. So that's hitting pretty hard. Yeah, this Flame Shaper Essence Bomb nerf is a lot. Half is crazy. Half is a lot. I didn't even think it was performing that well. I know in AoE, it was awesome, obviously. That's what Flame Shaper is. But that's a lot of damage decrease. I didn't even think they were that good compared to, like, the S tier guys, but is what it is. Minor changes to Devastation, nothing too crazy. Two set, that's a minor damage increase, nothing crazy. Temporal Anomaly Absorption increased by 230%. This is good because this is a lot better for Mythic Plus. For raiding, this isn't really going to do anything, like, crazy. But for Mythic Plus, 230% is pretty good. So maybe it'll absorb at least some damage now at this point, because at this point, you would just use it to get all of your, what are those healing spells? Like, guys, any preservation players, what are they called? When you hit someone with a temporal anomaly, it puts, like, those echoes, I think they're called on them. I think they're called echoes.
I don't know preservation at all, bro.
I'm pretty sure it's echoes. So that's really the primary reason you would put temporal anomaly out. It shoots out, hits everyone in a straight line. You put echoes on everybody, it duplicates the spells, whatever. Moving on. Slight changes here. Beast Mastery, more nerfs, 3%. See you later. Marksman, 10%. It needed it. It was ridiculous. Grimblade, thank you so much for follow. Appreciate the guy. The love, guys. Thank you. Also, one more thing, guys. If you can, really big favor to ask. We're trying to break the record on Twitch of 45 live viewers tonight.
Oh!
Grimblade, thank you so much for the prime. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Guys,
You're
huge ones in the chat for
absolutely the
Grimblade.
man. Thank you. We're trying to break the record of 45 live viewers on Twitch. If you guys can, maybe get a second monitor going over. Get a little tab. You can even mute it for absolutely free. Help boost the views. I would really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Moving on. Yeah, all the Mage's tier sets got absolutely clapped. Yeah, clapped.
But they were all strong, right?
Fire Mages in particular, yeah, this shit hurts. I did some testing. Dude, I was so close to maining Fire Mage this season. I was so close. Thank you, Enjoy, appreciate it. Anomaly's almost never taken in PvP. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. You don't take Anomaly in PvP, absolutely not. But Fire Mage, big nerfs, dude. Huge nerfs. And I was so close to picking them up. I was inches away. It was so close. But then they nerfed it so bad. And honestly, it doesn't feel good anymore. It's so sad. So honestly, it just sucks, I think. Royal with the prime. Wow, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate the love. We're 4 out of 10 on the gold tonight, guys, on Twitch. So if you have primes, throw them out there for free. If not, don't even worry about it.
Guys. 30 minutes in the stream.
Frost Mage, once again, the tier set reduced by 50% on the Pyroblast damage. They reverted the Arcane Mage single target stacks. So that was interesting. But they're increasing the splinter damage, which honestly isn't good. They're also reducing the amount of Arcane Harmony stacks you get, which kind of had to get nerfed because it was ridiculous. But then pretty much, Lance, they just nerfed everything. They nerfed all the tier sets for them, but they're trying to supplement it by buffing shit like this. All damage dealt increased, Pyroblast, Flame Strike. Now, the spec, believe it or not, that I think made it out the best out of all of this was Frost Mage.
No,
I'm so serious. I was testing it. It felt the best out of all 3 specs.
But you don't even like Frost.
I don't like Frost, but I was hitting 15 million Glacial Spikes. Oh. Glacial Spike for 15 million on a Shatter combo with a trinket popped. It
Trojan,
was
you hear that?
juice.
Hear
It was
that, Trojan?
absolutely juice. It was really nice. So Frost Mage is absolutely in contention to being one of the better specs in the game. Thank you for the follow, Staho. Appreciate the love. Only nerf I want to see is to Disc Priest being obliterated out of existence. Yeah, I mean, Birth, that, by the way, thank you so much for tuning in again, buddy. Glad to have you here again. But yeah, Disc Priest is just always the meta guy, right? It's a little exhausting. Also, guys, ladies and gentlemen, let me know how you guys think about this right now. Mystic Touch was reverted. It is not 8% extra damage anymore. It is 5% damage. Now,
Fine. It's fine.
Now listen, I'll say off the bat, it sucks when you think about it, but it would just make Monk so needed for
But it doesn't change it. You're still...
Staho, thank you so much. I appreciate the Prime, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the love.
But it doesn't change it. You're still going to need one... Any raid group that's actually trying to push, you're going to want Mystic Touch. And for Mythic Plus, if you're doing a physical comp, you're still going to want it
Yeah,
regardless.
Ramf, they hit everyone. They nerfed freaking everybody right now. So I can't be here often, European. Sorry, buddy. You know, we're trying to get more streams out there. It is what it is. But yeah, listen, 8% to 5%, it was great for physical comps. Wow.
Oh,
Lil
shit.
Soleil, thank you so much for the Prime. Appreciate it.
Guys, we got to
Thank
get some
you.
huge ones in the chat.
Yeah,
for these
actually, you
people.
know what, guys? Lance is right.
Can we show some love?
Get some platinum ones in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are number one.
I think you got to pull out the... I think it's time to pull out the...
We'll get that soon, baby.
I just want to keep doing it.
Get some ones in the chat. Fortney with the ones. Fudd, Enjoyer with the ones. Shout out to you guys, man. Thank you guys so much. That's 6 on the night so far. You guys are going crazy. Thank you. Most melees don't even do that much physical damage. Yeah, most of them are centered around like magic hybrid. It's not really based off that, but it does scale off of attack power. Now, if they buffed Warrior's attack power thing to maybe 8% instead of 5%, now we have ourselves a little conversation. Because Warrior being buffed a little bit 8% for that, you know, that would be interesting. That would make it to where, you know, typically the melee classes can perform a little bit better. Because most melee, you know, are attack power. There's no melee, you know, spell damage most guy. Occasionally you have like something weird like Frost Death Knight or Unholy Death Knight. But just interesting that it could scale off of attack power. Y'all, we're getting a new race or class in Midnight or nothing like we did in chat. I don't think we're getting a new race or class. I think we're maybe getting a new spec with Void Demon Hunter. But I wouldn't assume. The only thing maybe is one of those races of...
I mean, they might throw some allied races
Allied
in there.
races, yeah.
Like
that's
a
what I meant.
forest troll.
Yo, actually, how many of you guys would like maybe a forest troll or a high elf or maybe a different form of elf?
No.
What do you think?
I don't want any more elves.
No more elves?
I think we're good.
Think we're good on elves? So what would you guys like to see?
Unless...
I like forest troll, like a big brute troll.
Wait, you
That
remember
shit
like
was
6 months ago how there was the concept art for like those Naga elves that was coming out? That was kind of cool.
I do not. I don't want to lie.
All right, man.
Ethereals, that would be kind of cool. More dwarves. Oh, God.
All right, man.
Interesting, though. Thank you so much for the follow, APOC. Thank you. Appreciate the love. So, yeah, guys, I think overall it would have been too reliant on monks, but the problem is now they have to buff physical classes more. Because it's to the point where it's not close. Every season, it's the same thing over and over and over and over. In Raid, in Mythic Plus, magic-based damage classes always excel the best. Occasionally, you'll get some areas where, like, I guess right now, marksmanship is, like, insane in Raid right now. Where occasionally that just happens. But in Mythic Plus, it's always the same shit. Always the same shit. So, I don't know. A little bit frustrating.
Well, Mythic Plus is a lot about buffs and damage profiles, right? So it's like...
Sure.
You know, also, whatever healer ends up being the best kind of will dictate the meta a little bit,
Sure.
right? The tanks and
Because
healers
if
will
it's-
dictate what DPS are brought.
Absolutely.
Because if Vengeance is the best, you're probably not bringing a Havoc. If Disc is best, definitely ain't bringing a Shadow Priest. So then
Well,
you gotta slot
usually-
in a balance because
okay,
you need that buff.
Well, usually what it is, it's very simple, right? Vengeance, even if it's not the best tank in the game, you still bring it because the 3 DPS that are goated are always Balanced Druid, Arcane or Fire Mage, and then Unholy Death Knight. And now at this point, it's either going to be Frost Death Knight or Shadow Priest. So pick one. One of them is going in there, and guess what, buddy? It's still going to be a caster.
It ain't going to be Shadow if Disc is the best healer.
Okay, well, if Disc isn't, then Balance could be swapped for Resto. And then even the healer can be changed. I mean, even Restoration Shaman's a great healer in Mythic Plus. There's nothing wrong with Restoration Shaman. They're phenomenal utility-wise. Much better than Disc Priest. Disc Priest is there just because their shields are fucking broken.
Yeah,
They cover your whole health bar. Like,
okay. What do you want me to tell you, man?
I'm just saying, man. I don't know. It's just a little crazy.
I will say, if you have
Crab people would be awesome. I want him to remove Evokers, Monks, Demon Hunters, and Demon Hunters and Death Knights.
Yeah,
you want to play Classic WoW? I think you just want to play
you know
Classic.
what? I want Shamans only on Horde and Paladins only on Alliance, so we're at it.
Moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Protection Paladin, another one, guys. This class got gutted. They didn't even revert any of the changes. They left them. Let me get some RIPs in the chat for Protection Paladin. This class is absolutely cooked. Cooked. Now, big issue is because their defensive capabilities aren't that good compared to other tanks. Not even close to protection.
But their AoE was good in this last season.
Phenomenal. It was phenomenal. But now, their damage is slightly above average or even average. And they're not the best anymore damage-wise. So, we have a problem. Yeah, Absorb should never be strong. Yeah, it's broken. It's broken birth. That shit's got to get gutted. I can't stand it. It's too OP. Stay mad. Only room for one protection class. That's insane. By the way, Brought Warrior's getting gutted constantly, too. Ret Paladin. Massive buffs. Massive single target buffs. Like, crazy. So, Ret Paladin seeing a bunch of buffs. Templar's Verdict, obviously, is their finisher. I don't even know what the fuck Divine Arbiter is. Shout out to you guys. Let me know what it is. Judgment, Blade of Justice. These are all filler abilities. Big 30% adjustments. A lot. By the way, in case you're wondering.
Bro.
Crusading Strikes. That's your basic attack. That generates Holy Power. I mean, that's not really going to do much. High Warlord's Judgment. Wrathful Descent. 100% of Imperial damage. Critical Strike. Okay, so that kind of sucks for AoE, but they increase Pyrian Hammer for single target, which is good too. And then Hammer, light primary target damage by 5%, and then Fix an Issue causing Divine Toll, whatever.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm someone who's kind of a Ret Paladin hater.
Yeah.
But something about going in to fight the Void in the Shadow and Ret being... seems right, doesn't it?
Oh, wow. So, Hinkleberg, Divine Arbor says stacking single target buff. Wow. No, so their single target just got boosted to the moon. They're looking fantastic right now in a single target scenario. Which, by the way, everyone knows Ret Paladin's AoE is top notch because it's just too consistent. It's better than, like, most classes in the game.
Well, they just always have...
It's damage. Every 25 seconds.
Yeah,
they're ready to go.
Yeah.
There's very low misplay in there too, so you could focus on other things. It's very straightforward rotation. They're just good. They're just so safe. What do you mean? Ret is terrible? Oh god, here we go. Ret is terrible. Their damage has been kind of low on the PTR, but single target obviously was the main problem. Everyone knows it. Ret Paladin's single target has been an issue for a while. Still not as bad as Unholy's, but Ret is just, this is really big. This could easily push them into that mid A tier to maybe even A+. If this actually goes through how I think it's going to go through. Single target's looking better. It's just one of those things where Prop Pally and Holy Pally will stay down bad until Ret falls. Yeah, Ret Paladin's never going to have that issue because Prop Pally just got gutted damage-wise, which that was their biggest niche. They don't bring a group buff. They're not that tanky. They have incredible defensives at times when you pop them, but it's a very difficult class to play. And then, Holy Pally's Holy Pally. They're just not great, sadly. And it sucks because I actually really love playing Holy Paladin. So yeah, huge buffs to Ret. Honestly, that's going to be very interesting. Very, very interesting. Discipline Priest. This is our attempt at nerfing Disc right here. What is this? This is the Discipline Priest nerfs? That's crazy. Mind Blast damage and Void Blast damage? That's crazy. No one's even using that spec. They're only playing Oracle right now. Moving on to Shadow Priest. Lance, what is that? Wait, what is that?
I don't want to talk about it.
Lance.
We could skip past Shadow, right?
Lance, Shadow Priest. Wait, Lance, we got Shadow Priest changes.
No, come on.
We're going to get buffs, guys. Shadow Priest, ready? Here we go. Wait a second. What is it? Now
Oh,
increase
man.
Void Blast damage by 30% was 40. Oh no, they nerfed that. That's weird. There's no way they would nerf both sets, right? Oh, there's no way. Now increases Void Torrent's damage by 60% was 200. Wait a second. 200% to 60% is
Come on, man.
nuclear. That is a nuclear freaking nerf, dude. Holy shit.
Come on, man.
Oh my god.
I mean, I literally said it the day before they did it. I was like, I already know the Grim Reaper is going to be coming for Shadow. They're not going to let Shadow be strong.
That is a huge nerf. Surrender to madness. Yeah, Birth. Dude, that's crazy. That is a very big nerf. And then on top of it, guys, Void Blast damage reduced to increase Entropic Rift's damage. So their top 3 damaging abilities at the end of like a fight, which was Void Blast, it is Void Torrent, and the Entropic Rift. All 3 of them got nerfed. This could easily be a double-digit nerf overall. This could be about 9 to 10% total damage nerf.
Hey, we're still here.
Are you?
We're still here. I'm still here.
Okay.
Hey, on the bright side, at least there will be less people like re-rolling Shadow that I have to like be annoyed with.
Wow. We're in trouble.
Woo!
Looking grim. Anyways, moving on. Subservient Shadows can now increase the damage of shadowy apparitions. That's just the talent to what the minions
damage.
Yeah, the pets and stuff.
I mean, that's pretty cool, actually, to be honest with you.
Okay. Actually, a pretty good change, by the way. I prefer Shadow to be strong more than mages or warlocks. Yeah, I could agree. I more chances at PI, right? Hey, we're still here. Echoes from the bench. Hey, he's waving a towel. Come on, baby. Anyways, wow,
So good.
guys. Believe it or not, Rogue got changes. Assassination in particular, they're nerfing their AOE with Crimson Tempest, but they're increasing Garrote, Rupture, Ambush, Mutilate, melee attack, and Envenom damage. So
Melee auto attack. I didn't even know that was something that could be buffed.
yeah, I guess it is. So overall, Rogue just got some nice buffs for Assassination, which by the way is their best performing spec right now. So W, major W. I mean, Rogue's still a class. Yeah, Casey, for real, right? I don't know. At this point, I guess. Gonna be interesting. Honestly, I think their damage, like numerically, I think they can absolutely be in the A tier now at this point because their damage wasn't really that big of a problem when it comes to AoE. So them tuning their single target this much is crazy. That is a lot. 4% Envenom's most of your damage with Deathstalker. Garrote, obviously, you spread Garrotes a lot. That's 13%. It's huge. Rupture. Ambush is really just for execute phases for single target. Mutilate, single target. Auto attack, single target. So, decent single target stuff here. The Envenom is really big single target. And then Garrote and Rupture AoE. For 9% Crimson Tempest, I'll take that all day.
It's not too bad.
I'll take that. Great, so I'm going to die from dots while silence and stun now. Just like Dragonflight Season 4. Yeah, good luck with that one. Anyways, Outlaw Rogue, damage buff by 10%, but Blade Flurry nerfed by 5%, which, 10% off of 50% is 45%. So, it pretty much just sort of equals each other out. So it kind of looks like they're trying to buff their single target, take away some AoE power. In my opinion, they should take this number, put it up to 30%, and take
30?
Yeah, and then take this number right here and shoot it down to fucking 20. Because I don't know about you guys, I am tired of Blade Flurry being all of your damage. It is so cringe to look at your freaking details.
You don't know. I'm gonna get Chris on you, bro. I don't want to hear your takes on Outlaw anymore.
All right, man. This guy's a 1% rogue, and he wants to get on me. Anyways, black powder damage. All right, we need sub-rogue love, please God. Minor nerf to enhancement for AoE, nothing crazy. And then massive warlock buffs, like across the board.
Good for you.
Hey, good for you. Diabolist for just in general for demonology and destruction, massive buffs. Affliction, massive buffs, and then destruction. All of them just got buffed to the moon. So I think what was that?
Hey, I'm happy for you. Just want to let you know.
That was weird.
I'm happy for you.
So yeah, Locke got some nice buff, guys. I'm not gonna lie. By the way, guys, we just broke a record on Twitch.
Oh,
52 live viewers.
I think now that's time.
Guys, it's official. Get some huges in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. We just broke a live viewer record on Twitch, baby. Huges in the chat, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, it's huge. Absolutely insane. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to the Twitch people. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate the love, baby. Appreciate the love. Thank you guys.
That's pretty big.
You are the bomb, dude. Sir, dude. Thank you. Fortney. Thank you. Hinkleberg. Thank you, guys. Appreciate the love, man. Moving on. So yeah, Warlock, big changes across the board. Very interesting stuff. Moving into Warrior, I can't believe it. Warrior at least got somewhat skimmed at. They got somewhat of a side eye. Blade store damage by 15%. I don't know what we're doing.
We'll take it. Hey,
I guess
we'll
we
take
will
anything at this point.
But holy shit, Arms needs a lot more than that. That's crazy. Fury got the same thing. Whirlwind damage, whatever, that's garbage. But improved Whirlwind causes now your single targets to deal your single target abilities to splash for 65%, and it previously was 55%. So 10% bonus to your AoE. It's not bad. It's not bad. Honestly, I think they should just take this number, keep it at like 50%, and then just buff it to like 6 or 7.
8.
Sure. Sounds fun. I mean, but it is what it is. Once again, I'll take what we can. The biggest slap in the face, though, in my opinion, is this. Hold on, I gotta zoom in real tight here. Fury Warrior has been struggling to keep up in sustained AoE. These changes are aimed at bolstering Fury in these situations. Lance, what do you think about that?
Yikes. I don't know what to say. I mean, I guess.
Let me ask you something. You like spamming Raging Blow?
Yeah.
You like using Whirlwind every 4 GCDs?
That's not so
Or
bad.
Thunderclap?
No, that's not so bad.
So, Raging Blow spam it is. Are you going to take Single Minded Fury as a talent?
I would. No.
Okay. We still have problems. Okay, moving on. Anyways, guys, everyone knows Fury's uncapped AoE situation is, it's got to get settled. I don't know what this is. 4 targets in AoE, they'll never keep up. It's just never going to keep up. It doesn't matter if this number was at 75%. It's just not, it's not enough, sadly. Even the Blade Storm damage is like, I get what they're trying to do with Slayer, but you're not even playing Blade Storm in AoE, so they're trying to aim this toward Slayer for raid, which even their raid numbers weren't terrible. It was better than Arms. So I don't know what's going on with Arms Warrior. I can't believe it's been 4 or 5 weeks and they literally have not buffed Arms Warrior in the slightest.
They're cooking something up. They're cooking something up.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, do you guys think they're honestly cooking something up for Arms Warrior?
They're saying, yo, let us cook.
They're saying that.
That's what they're saying, bro.
You think they're cooking something up big for Arms Warrior?
Bro, Arms is they're cooking it up. They're sitting there like this, like,
what up, fam?
Let them all think that we ain't gonna have nothing coming. And
Yo,
right before raid,
they're not cooking shit.
Bro, they're cooking.
15% on Blade Storm is a nightmare.
Bro, let them cook.
I mean, this is a good start. This is a start. The improved Whirlwind's a start, plus the 4P set bonus being buffed is a start. But holy shit, this is terrible. Arms needs...
Trojan, we ain't getting a season 4. Our season 4 Trojan is literally Legion Remix, bro.
Yeah, there is no season 4, buddy. Anyways, moving on to now. 11.2 PTR class tuning. Steven Tham says Fury over Arms Warrior anyways. Oh, absolutely. Moving on now. So this is apparently them trying to aim some buffs at Holy when it comes to being outside of their cooldown windows.
Okay.
I mean, I'll take 12% Word of Glory healing. That's pretty good. Holy Prism healing. That's a kind of like a mini cooldown window. Holy Shock. I'll take that, even though it barely does shit. And then, you know, the Light of Dawn, whatever. AoE, that's for cheesing meters in Raid, which is really fun. Still not enough, though. Holy's in a lot of trouble. They're behind. If I had to rate the worst healer, it's Holy Priest and Holy Paladin. And we are in big doggy doo-doo. We are in the
Listen, the last thing I need is Holy Priest to become good, and then more Shadows just unmeta. Let both Priest healers suck this season, please.
Dude, holy shit. Moving on now. Monk healing, they had to get nerfed a little bit because the duplication was still crazy.
Yikes.
I guess they're trying to buff the damage a little bit of Elemental.
Cool.
Damage of Earthshock, Elemental Blast, and Earthquake. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know what talent that is. Elemental Reverb now increases Lava Burst damage by 20%. So they're trying to increase their damage for single target for Raid. That's what it looks like. And thank God, because holy shit, Elemental has been performing really, really bad in Raid this testing, which does suck. And then, guys, oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, we got some Discipline Priest nerfs. Oh my, wait a second, what is that? Wheel and Woe increase the absorption of powered shield by 3% per stack was 5. Okay. No, there's got to be more than that. Power Word Radiance mana cost increased by 10% was 20? No. Renew mana cost reduce. Wait a second. Guys, what's going on here? Increase the absorption of Power Word Shield by 30% was 40? Entropic Rift damage increase. Guys, no one's playing Void Weaver. Them trying to do this week in and week out, it's never going to happen.
I mean, it's possible.
It could. In another life.
I mean, if they're nerfing shield and then buffing that, it
no, 30% is still ridiculous.
Stop, bro.
They need to gut it more. The Wheel and Woe nerf is massive. Not from the guys I've talked to.
Oh, wow.
Nightman Laws is rated with the party of 27. Thank you so much, baby.
That's pretty big.
Nightman. I gotta look you up, man. I'm so sorry. I don't want to sound rude, but I am not aware of your game. I'm gonna have to look you up, buddy.
We appreciate the game.
Thank you so much for the raid, guys. Appreciate the love. 27 of you guys coming in. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
27 coming in. Welcome to the comeback city, huh?
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate the love, man. Love it. Thank you. I have to check you out. Is there a way I can shoot a follow or Nightman Laws? Let me look you up really quick and post you on the Twitch. Nightman Laws. Yo, guys, go show some love, man. Go show some love to the man. The myth, the legend, the Nightman Laws. Have a good stream, brother. Thank you so much, man. God bless. Hope you have a good night. Oh, 40 with the gifted too. Oh, barber. Thank you.
Yo, I think you got up.
Insane. Yeah, I think this is kind of a huge moment. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get out the horns. It's time, baby. It is huge, baby. Woo! Let me get some huges in the chat, dude. Huge. Insane. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate the love. Quick question. Is Crackling Jade Lightning terrible for Windwalker Monk? No. Depends on the build you go. Because you go Emperor's Capacitor and it can hit fucking serious numbers and it's actually really fun. It's not exactly meta, but it is very fun. Jade Capacitor's Lightning or whatever it's called. It's actually really fun. Thank you guys for the follow. Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate it. It's a 14% nerf. Where did I read that?
Up there.
Birth. Okay, so overall it is some sort of adjustment. Then whatever. It's a step in the right direction. From the buddy of mine who plays healer, he said it's not that bad. They're still gonna be great. So I guess we'll see
how that plays out.
I guess we'll have to see. Sweet, thanks a lot. Yeah, no problem. Sith build. Yeah, exactly, right? Moving on now to the next news, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out. Recently, ladies and gentlemen, they just had a really awesome, 20th anniversary show in China. And this was sick. A little light-up show. Check this out. Let me mute it here so it's not too crazy. So you guys can see they got a little drone show going on for World of Warcraft. You see on screen here. Look at that. They got Deathwing. Illidan coming out with the Warglaive. Holy shit.
Imagine you look outside your apartment building. You just see this shit going on.
Yo, imagine this was in the freaking 1300s, what people would think. They'd think fucking What's the guy? What's the wizard's name?
Merlin.
Merlin is like casting a spell. Dude, look at that Zalatav dagger. That's insane. Oh my god, that's awesome.
Yeah.
They
No,
even got the dark heart.
Forget even if you just looked outside your window right now and that was going on, I would freak out.
Look at that. That's insane. I love the transition. They go from Arthas to the Lich King right here. Look at that. Oh my god,
Bro.
that is insane.
Yeah, no, I would freak out. And also, if you imagine you put
No, that I would be tripping out. Like, imagine. That is so cool.
They
Yo,
take
China,
take their World of Warcraft very seriously over there, huh?
Yeah, they do shit right. They do shit right. I want to read some of these comments.
I think it's because the microtransactions.
You're probably right. They got the extra funding to do stuff like that. And honestly, screw it. Holy moly, this is epic. I would love to see this IRL. Epic show. Blizzard US and Blizzard EA are too poor to afford. This is crazy. China Giga Chads. Yeah, that is gnarly.
Bro, they take their WoW seriously.
Is there a full
clearly.
video somewhere? Okay, yeah. Impressive. I mean, it's just so cool. It's so cool. Imagine seeing something like that. Fucking, I would be freaking out.
Yeah, I would definitely.
Even as a kid, if I saw that and I didn't really like know what was going on, I'd be tripping out. Imagine what dogs are thinking. Holy shit.
I mean, just think about when you went to like Disney as a kid, you saw the fireworks.
I guess you're right. Anyways, moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Embrace the Void with the new Koresh and Demencius raid music. Yo, ladies and gentlemen. Holy shit. You want to talk about something insane? Here's the article. You guys can listen to this whenever. Oh my god. This music is nuts. Has anyone listened to this music yet? The raid music.
No, it really hits.
Bro,
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
It is insane. It is so insane. It's funny that people say WoW is dead, yet I don't see any level of love like this for any other MMO. Yeah, right? Imagine. #1 MMO on the planet. So check this out, ladies and gentlemen.
Bro, if you don't think WoW is dead, then you're just wrong.
You're also... Honestly, WoW is just woke. Anyways, moving on. Oh shit, that might... No, that's not loud. You guys are okay.
Do you see?
So they're starting off the track, ladies and gentlemen, saying Demencius. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Let me higher the volume. Wow.
Bro.
That's crazy. And they start going in. Ready? Hold on.
Bro.
Oh, shit! Oh, that's so good. Yo, what is going on? Dude, this is a track. This is a track that, like, it instantly puts me in a boss fight. I don't know about you. Like, I'm immersed, and I feel like I'm about to fight a boss.
By the way, it is totally like Sephiroth, just so we're clear.
What's up, Koozie? What's up, Zero? How you doing?
It's so epic,
dude.
And so ballsy to start the track off. Yeah. I almost, you know, how sick would it be if when you were fighting him, there was a little chorus of like ethereal sitting there.
That's crazy.
Singing to him. Dude. Ushering him in.
So check this out. Let's listen a little bit more.
Yo, Leo Kaliski killed this.
Wow. That's so fucking impressive. Dun 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 dun. Bum bum bum. Oh, so good. Oh. If you guys listen carefully, you can hear him saying Demencius in the background in like a chant. Listen, ready? Here it is. That's so crazy. Wow. I mean, holy shit. Talk about a fucking track.
Yeah.
I mean, incredible. And by the way, guys, there's a whole list of tracks here. Even the Tazavesh music sounds beautiful. Look at this.
It's all good.
It's all phenomenal. And I'm going to be honest. I thought they were going to have a really hard time, you know, topping what they just did in the Undermine and being much better than that. But wow, I mean, they're absolutely killing it.
No, but I mean,
Absolutely killing it.
one thing, you know, the WoW art team as a whole, whether that's the actual art itself or the music, they always nail it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, even in the Shadowlands, even in every zone, they always nail it. And you could hate the game at any point. You could say this expansion sucks,
Yeah.
but the art
And music team.
Oh, yeah, the art, music, ambiance, all of that is always top tier.
10 out of 10.
Always top tier.
Yeah. They're the best in the industry. They're the best in the industry for sure.
At least for MMOs.
No.
No other MMO does
It's-
music and art like WoW does.
And this is a 20-minute track.
Although Final Fantasy's pretty close, I'm not gonna lie.
And it's beautiful. Listen how beautiful that is. Gorgeous. I mean, dude, I don't know about you guys. Music is a very big deal.
A lot of people play without the music or sounds.
I play with music on. I'm a sucker for the music, so I have to play it on. It's so important for setting the tone and the ambience of where you are. It's so important.
I
And-
really like to be in the dark, put the music up loud, and sit there alone.
It is so bad that many mute it. That's crazy. Final Fantasy music is top tier. I love how their tracks are dynamic changes on boss phase. That's epic.
No, Final Fantasy music is great.
Wow.
100%.
So yeah, really, really good tracks there, ladies and gentlemen. You guys can check it out. And here, I'll send the link really quick. Bada bing, bada boom. And then, where is it? Here. So now, some of the bigger news talking about today, ladies and gentlemen, Lance is going to take over this little part here about Legion Remix. Some really, really important stuff about Legion Remix.
We got the blue post saying that the Mage Tower appearances are not going to be available for us.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, I've kind of gone back and forth on the matter of whether they should be or whether they shouldn't be.
I mean, bro, they just did the Collector's Bounty event.
Yeah, I mean, the
Like,
thing is, as someone who
why?
has it for my main spec, I really don't give a fuck if everyone gets it.
Why would
care.
anyone care?
And by the way, a lot of people who got it in Legion, it's not like they got it right when the Broken Shores
Well, they
came out.
probably
They
got
did
it
it.
when fucking Argus came out.
Yeah,
and
they
got
did
a
it.
bunch of gear and power.
They did it in
right?
the patch after.
Hey, then.
I don't know. So I don't really care. If I had to say, I don't give a shit. I think they should just let people get it.
My take, guys, what's your take on this right now? Because Mage Tower appearances are confirmed to be not obtainable in Region Memes. Now, this could be an issue. This could be one of those things where maybe Blizzard's trying to farm a W. Maybe. Where they want to get our thoughts and then change it like last second. But I need to hear your thoughts right here, right now. It's time to talk about it. This is very, very important. My take on appearances, if you don't play during the original Legion, you might have a gripe. But otherwise, they were hard to get. Let's keep them exclusive. Okay.
They were not, but they weren't hard to get for most people when they just did it the patch after.
They didn't enable challenge mode in Pandaria either.
I got it, by the way, when it was early on and before the next patch, and it was still hard.
Mm-hmm.
But I also went back and did it after the patch after, and I just cheesed it with much more gear, and it was a joke.
Okay.
So
I have all the
Yeah,
appearances for 5
Pico,
classes. I think others should have the chance. I hate this FOMO exclusivity shit forever. Okay? Hard to get, you mean easy once you outgeared it.
I mean, for me, it's like anyone who's gonna be upset because someone else gets something that they have. It's like maybe listen, I'm really like I'm not a great player, bro.
He's above average. Let's be real. He's
Okay,
above average,
sure,
but even then, I don't know.
I don't know.
It seemed a lot easier to get it in the patch after once Argus came out, but a lot of people are stuck on this thoughts, and I can't wait to hear or see the comment section under this. I think people are going to be OP in Legion Remix just like Mop Remix, and I think it'll be just a gimme, and that's what they are fighting at. Okay, 99% of people who have the challenges did it when it was legacy content, not current bunch of posers. They bring back everything, but once it comes to Mage Tower, they say no. Yeah.
Well, they have to at least figure out, like, what are they going to do? Because you can't have the Mage Tower just be dead content and remix. So there has to be some sort of reward for doing Mage Tower, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
You have to figure out something. So even if you're not giving us the original
What if it was just a
appearances-
recolored skin of the tier sets you can get now?
Sure, but it's got to be something.
gotta be
They have
something.
to give something, and they also have to give something now for evokers. So you got to think of something.
Yeah, no, I don't think they would ever do the Swift Spectral Tiger or anything Enjoyer. That's obviously very, very far-fetched, but maybe meet in the middle and just give them recolors. Yeah, I agree. No, shut up about Blade Flurry damage. Oh, God. Isn't the other thing they added from Legion actually harder than Mage Tower? What, like the World Tiers?
I don't know. We don't have enough. We don't have
I
enough
just want the
data.
weapons. I just think there, like Lance said, I think there has to be some sort of gimme. Like there has to be a, like if you're taking this,
Well, you
okay,
can't not have Mage Tower in
there has
Legion
to be
Remix.
some sort of content there involved
Yeah.
to be usable, like at least something.
The Mage Tower content is too high quality for it to just be dead in Legion Remix. That would be a huge mistake.
Yeah, for sure, Dave. Absolutely, dude. Mob's gonna be absolutely badass. Maybe spruce them up a bit like the anniversary sets. I agree. That's what I'm saying. So, like, what if they could allow you to get the tier sets that are active in game right now that you could go get from Mage Tower, but just change the colors a little bit, changed it, variated it a little bit. I think that'd be fair.
But you got to figure out something.
I think that would be fair. The Mythic Dead chosen sets. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's from completing the raid without anyone dying on Mythic.
Oh, gotcha. Jesus.
Which
God.
that's definitely harder than. Well, it won't be in Remix, but. You know.
Dranos mentioned it. Shit, let me look it up. That's insane. Yeah, that's an insane thing. That's nuts. Anyways, let's move on into the post, guys. They say officially that many times throughout the history of WoW, there have been times, items, titles, and other kinds of rewards that belong in a category of the most prestigious and historic accomplishments. Rewards that we believe should be preserved in a historical context for only those players who earned them at the time. Examples that come to mind for many players are the Corrupted Ashbringer and the Mist of Pandaria Challenge Mode items. Players who obtain these rewards also maintain a sense of achievement in possessing them to this day. The problem is what if most of those players don't even fucking play the video game anymore?
I mean, but that's even irrelevant. It's, for me, someone getting something I have, it doesn't, in my opinion, and maybe it's just because, like, I love WoW, but my whole life isn't playing the game. I really don't give a shit. I don't care.
The glowing Skittykins, yeah.
Well, you could still get the one from now. It's just a different color, right?
I don't know.
But you could still get the cat appearance, right? Like
APOC, thank you with the prime, buddy.
know.
Appreciate the love, man. Thank you.
Guys, let's get some ones in the chat for our boy here.
Big ones for APOC. Thank you, buddy. People act like they will take their pixels forever. Guess what? Someday you'll die and you can't take anything with you.
Yeah.
I listen, if you want my personal, honest opinion, I do not see the big deal. This is similar to the collector's bounty thing, guys. Like, do you know how many more people just got all these ridiculously epic and rare ass mounts the last few weeks? It's along the same line. I would say the collector's bounty event is worse than this. I would dare say it's worse, because with the collector's bounty, like, it's way easier to get those mounts than try to go into Legion Remix, level up a character, gear him up, get like all this going, and then fight current tier content that's going to be difficult. It's way harder. So I feel like the sell is much harder to make here, in my opinion. Like, it's not even close. Like, I think Collector's Bounty is a bigger problem than Legion Remix weapon appearances. Really? Like, we're tripping about weapon appearances?
To be honest with you, or you know what they could do? Why don't they just scale it?
No way.
So you can't one-shot it with all of your,
No, obviously, they have to scale it, and they should make you scale just like they do in Retail WoW. Right now, if you go in there, you're locked in with a set template, and that's it. You can either make it happen and you're good enough, or you're not. Tough shit. So do the same thing in Legion Remix. Lock you in with a set bunch of things. You either make it happen or you don't. Period. In my opinion. Because I think the Collector's Bounty event is way crazier. Bro, people are getting Invincible, Ashes of Alar. Shit, I just got a Warglaive, 3 different sets of bindings, Ashes of Alar, and I'm barely doing the event. I'm like barely doing it. I'm doing it on just straight free time at the end of the night. So, like, you know, in my opinion, prestigious award, this, and that, that's kind of out the window when you announce the fucking Collector's Bounty event, in my opinion. I got both Firelands mounts tonight. Yeah, what the fuck are we saying? So, like, come on. And I hate to curse, I'm not trying to be that guy, but it's just a little crazy. As we explored the full list of all rewards that players can earn when Legion was current content, we've determined that some fit the description above. It will not be obtainable. The Mage Tower artifact appearances, artifact weapon appearances from PvP, all right, man, and then seasonal PvP gear. The seasonal PvP gear, I understand. That's always
PvP appearances. Well, you're not gonna be able to PvP in
obviously
in Remix, right? So okay, that makes sense. And seasonal PvP gear. Well, once again, how could you get it? You can't PvP.
Yeah. Okay. What's happening? Just some issues right now with Legion Remix. They're locking the artifact weapon appearances. And it's kind of weird because the Collector's Bounty event, they're allowing people to get incredibly rare mounts and appearances like willy-nilly, and then Legion Remix, we're having issues.
I don't want to like go and be pissed off yet until I know how they're going to handle the Mage Tower in general. Because if they give recolors and they allow people to get shit like that, all is well. Who gives a shit? It is what it is. So you don't get those colors. You'll get some new colors. If they do something like that, who cares?
I would be absolutely fine with them either doing reskins, recolors, adjustments to current tier sets that can be dropped from the appearances. That is fair. If you want to hold off the old ones and you really want to be a fucking greedy goblin because like 5% of people complain, fine, so be it. But if you want to do something different, let's make it happen.
Of course, I'm being selfish now because I have the old one, right? So, of course, recolors for me are like, I'm happy with a recolor. But, yeah, I don't really give a shit.
I'd take a recolor. What do you guys think? This is very important. I got to hear your guys' opinion right now. What do you guys think? Okay, fine. Keep the old artifact appearances. I don't want them anyway. But let's get some reskins, some recolors, or potential new tier set options for the current armor that's in the game now if you're not going to let us have the artifact weapons. Agree or no? Or should you just scrap it all? I'm an idiot. It's a prestigious thing. I don't know what I'm talking about. Because you can't play both sides of the sword. You can't sit here and farm the fucking Collector's Bounty event like a madman and then sit here and argue that things are prestigious. Like, we can't play both sides here. You gotta pick a side. You want it to be more open to people or not? You know what I mean?
Yeah, And listen, I think if they just do recolors, I don't think anyone would be upset.
I don't think so either.
Or even if it's not recolors and it's just something equally as cool.
Yep.
And by the way, they have unreleased artifact appearances in the files that they never used for every single artifact weapon. Different tints and different colors. They could figure some shit out for the Mage Tower, and it would not be a big deal.
I wouldn't think so either.
So, the only class that they'd have to do completely new stuff for, Evoker.
Obviously.
Which they have to do a whole set, somehow. They're going to have to figure something out. Also, if you're going to be playing an Evoker and Legion Remix, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why you would.
They don't even have a story hall.
Yeah, they're going to have to, make a class? Or I don't know how they're going to do that.
Yeah, that's an issue. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on. Thony says, personally, F all the flavor of the month. If it's in the game... Or let everything be in the game to farm. More colors of the Evoker Legendary? Oh, God. New colors of artifact weapons? Sure. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. More colors of the Evoker Legendary. Yeah, you could just recolor that.
Evoker Order Hall mount as well. Ooh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, you turn into a bigger dragon.
Even though they are a mount themselves. Yeah, that's what Lance just made the joke. I agree, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I don't want to dive too much into the comments because you already know people are gonna trip.
Also on the forum Freakout,
there's some stuff here. Okay. Wow, very interesting stuff though. But I think we've gone through this, and I think we could beat the horse over the head for an hour here. Our personal opinions and a lot of people's opinions in the chat. If we're gonna do that whole prestigious thing, you should have never done the Collector's Bounty event. You can't play both sides. If we want to keep it prestigious when it comes to these weapons, okay, let's try some new recolors or reskins. And then if you really want to hold off the weapons that much, let's do reskins of the tier sets that are currently active in the game that you can earn. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, no more news, no more nonsense. It's time for everyone's favorite. It's time for the Forum Freakout. All right, it's time for the Forum Freakout, where we pull the wildest, saltiest, and most unhinged takes from the WoW community. From rage posts to Reddit meltdowns, nothing here is safe from the Freakout. Let's get into it. Boom! Ladies and gentlemen, dude, it's time for the foam freakout. You guys heard the intro, man. I don't really gotta explain it. Alright, fine. Just for you guys, I will. We dive into the weekly forms. Lance goes in there. He gets hungry. He's looking for the drama. He's looking for the spice. We're going through it. We're gonna break it down together.
I will say this, though. This is the
it.
first time that we've done 2 form freakouts in 1 week. It's a little bit tougher to find enough for a whole form freakout when you're doing it twice in 1 week.
Yes, sir. Yo, guys, we're here for the drama, okay? So the question is, why does it seem like so many WoW players aren't gamers? Oh, buddy boy. Do we have one?
Yikes.
Okay. I like to talk to people who play WoW, and very few people play anything outside of WoW. If they do, they play like one other game that's super mainstream, and that's it. Where are all the big gamers at who play more than just 1 or 2 games? Let me ask you something, Lance. And let me ask the audience. I want to hear your guys' opinion. Does just playing World of Warcraft make you not a gamer? Honestly, think about this. I'm going to ask you one more time. Does just playing World of Warcraft as your main game not make you a gamer? According to Kono, he thinks that people that only play WoW are not.
Here's what I'll say. Obviously, if you're playing WoW, you're gaming, so you're a gamer. However, myself personally, I would consider myself a WoW player and not a gamer. Because I don't even have time to play any other game, and I don't really care to.
Okay.
At least these days, right? So, like, right now, yeah, I mean, I understand. I know a lot of people who's like, they really only play WoW. Mostly because we're adults.
Okay.
A lot of people just don't have time to play, multiple games. And also, if you grew up playing WoW, like you and me, games that aren't MMORPGs where there's an end, it almost feels like a waste of time.
Okay.
Like, there's my progress is not forever. That's kind of ass. At least in my opinion. I don't know. That's how I feel.
No, I don't mind. Keep going. What do you mean? Because you're making really good points here. Anyways, let's listen to some of the thoughts. If you just play WoW, you play video games. If you play multiple because you like it, you're a gamer. WoW is by far the easiest game of the games I play, lol. The other stuff I play modded and hardcore is way more challenging. Likely because it's an immersive MMO and not typically the FPS games that gamers play. Does listening to Only Turning Left make you a NASCAR driver? What the fuck? You're still a gamer. You just picked a game and stuck with it. So what's the big mistake? Oh, God. Shit.
Oh, you just missed it, Musu.
You might have to roll back the YouTube stream a little bit, Musu. Probably about like 20 minutes. There's so much you can do in WoW now. It's a game for everyone. Yeah, WoW isn't gaming. No, a game is a game. Okay, so I'll say right off the bat, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know where this complex came from. It feels like the last few years where people get to decide how you like to have your fun. I don't know where this has come from. Growing up, like for me anyway, this could be different. You could just play what you want to play and you enjoy it and that's it. But now it seems like nowadays people feel like they have to voice their opinion on a manner, whether they're actually involved in that said something or not.
Yeah.
For example, people voicing their opinions on World of Warcraft that do not even play World of Warcraft, but talking about crazy shit and making very serious accusations and slander.
Yeah.
Karen behavior. Holy shit, that is great. Birth. Yeah, Karen behavior. That's a good way to describe it, because it kind of is. Recently, ladies and gentlemen, we had a major issue when it comes to World of Warcraft's reputation about it being woke. It being, no, we'll talk about it, I know. Well, it being woke, it being DEI, it being very soft, it being, let's rhyme the word with Russie. It's meant for Russies, okay?
So I said wussy.
Okay, sure, man.
That's a real word.
Yeah, I guess, man. Whatever. I don't know what the fuck you want from me. But there's been a lot of slander going on, and a lot of it is from people who literally do not play the video game. They have no idea what's going on, so...
But they hear a streamer's opinion, and then that's the gospel.
Yes. I love streamer opinions. Guys, I hope you take our opinions and you run with it and you don't come up with your own. That is the opposite of what we want. It sounds like it was posted by his girlfriend. Okay? I have a life and a profession. This game is time-consuming enough. Exactly. Some ego boost rant. Can someone carry me through all the content? What the fuck? I don't care for labels to me, but being a gamer is the 45 years of playing D&D. Wow, that's awesome. Hi, y'all. A little late. Tavern, what's going on, baby? Hell yeah, dude. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hell yeah. So anyways, let's move into it a little bit. No time. Yo, for real. That is the greatest answer. That's the greatest answer you can have to this nonsense. I don't have time. Because I don't. I love, like, dude, I freaking love World of Warcraft. I love playing WoW. It's all I want to play. I don't care to play Call of Duty where every year they reset everything. Your skins, your everything. Same thing with Madden. Same thing with FIFA. Same thing with all these games. The shit just gets reset. I don't like that. I like an investment into something. Every time I play a game that isn't an MMORPG, it feels like I'm wasting my time and I'm not at least investing in something that I can come back to.
That's how I feel, yeah. 100%.
Right or wrong, ladies and gentlemen? Am I crazy?
Me and you have had that conversation when talking about wanting to play any game ever, right? Whenever we want to play, just, hey, you want to buy this game and play it this weekend?
For what, 2 weeks?
For us to enjoy it for one weekend?
Yeah, like, what's the point? Does anyone else not want to play other video games because you feel like it's going to be a waste of time? RuneWord, thank you so much for the Comeback Kids membership.
Guys,
ladies and gentlemen,
in the chat for RuneWord.
You already know it, baby. A member in the chat means one's in the chat, guys. You guys already know it.
Kuzi, yeah, your gear gets reset, but also you have a bunch of things that don't get reset. Like your account is not reset. Your mounts,
characters
your levels, your transmog, all of that is not. So,
I mean, in a sense, every MMO is seasonal in a sense, but you don't start from zero anymore. It'd be different. It's like Diablo is literally seasonal because everything gets reset.
We're creating a new character.
Yeah, you're creating and starting from scratch. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's a problem. You don't reset the levels. Like, yeah, Mordecai, thank you. You beat me to my point. You gain more. You continue on. You know what I mean? That's a really, really good point. Every time someone tells me to look into this new MMO, I tell them I don't care. I won't stop 20 years a WoW and leave my progress. All the stuff I got to start new. God, no.
I mean, like, listen, if there's a new MMO coming out, I like to give them a shot because you never know, right?
I love trying new MMOs.
When SWTOR came out, I played it and I could also go back to my account whenever I want. And my progress is still there. So, like, going and trying a new MMO for me doesn't feel like a waste of time. Because you can always go back.
Yeah, WoW's itch happens. Yeah,
yes.
The WoW itch never goes away. I don't care who the hell you are, you get that itch. What I said earlier, Ramp said, WoW has stood the test of time, and I have time. Memories, joys, and sorrows associated with the game, too. It's more than just a game for me now. Shit, you're telling me, you're talking to a kid who literally was partly raised on World of Warcraft? Like, anytime I had problems in my IRL life, household, whatever, I'd go log into WoW. WoW would be...
I mean, I don't want to sound dramatic, but...
For me, shit, it was. I love it.
I just don't... No, like, I don't want to make it sound overly dramatic, but it really... You know, WoW got
it hooked it up.
us through some things.
It hooked it up.
Yeah, for sure.
So, it is more than just a simple game to me, too. So it's something it's a part of my life, and not only that, I create content and it puts food on my table. Literally, World of Warcraft is literally my life, so it's kind of, now it's just fucking, I'm screwed. WoW itches happens, yeah, absolutely, gotta get the fix, exactly. 20 years in, I've lost Raider friends in real life. I'm all in until the end of this, yeah, exactly. Chat, what should I play for Season 3?
Shit. Fury Warrior, bro.
No.
Fury Warrior, bro.
No.
Trust me, play Fury, bro.
Wait, healer, tank, or DPS? Healer, tank. Wait, guys, in the chat right now, in Twitch chat and YouTube chat, what are you guys going to play heading into the Season 3? I'm actually really curious.
Fury Warrior for me.
Lance, stop it.
Arms Warrior for me.
This guy didn't know what to say.
Trojan, I'm joining your mythic team as an Arms Warrior, baby.
The first 4 comments are Ret Paladin. Are you serious?
Yikes.
That's crazy.
Nah,
Another Ret Paladin. Mistweaver again. Druid Tank. Lock for life.
Kuzi, you're not going Og. Stop.
No, he ain't going cause. Another Ret. Holy Priest. Og Evoker. Oh, shit. Hunter. Frost DK. BM Hunter. Blood DK. Havoc Demon Hunter.
Nah, I mean, I'm just going to play the same shit like always, bro.
Holy Pally never changes for me. Damn, Ruben, you're a real one. Haven't played any other class? Wow, that's freaking nuts, Algo. Wow, that's so cool. Been main Ret since end of BC.
You know, I find, Ret Paladin players
they just stay
Ret fucking Paladin
they just
players,
stay
bro.
Retribution.
That's one thing about Ret Paladin players, bro.
Yeah, I know about that.
Ret Paladins and fucking Warlocks always just stay with their class, bro. I don't know what it is. It's so rare you find... And you know what? Warriors do too, though.
Yeah.
Those are like the three.
Yeah, it's Warriors and Reds and BM Hunters. BM Hunters stay BM Hunters.
Yeah, and
They
like
love-
Shamans. And you know
Lily,
Druids too?
No. Stop that. You're not doing that thing to me, all right? No, Liliana's literally stayed BM for like ever. Once a Ret, always a Ret. Yeah, exactly.
And listen, I'm a Shadow Priest for life, right?
Canadian Fury Warrior. Yo, they got some nice buffs. I'm really curious to see where they're at this point. They could be high B tier potentially. We'll have to see. Made Ren says season 2 of Dragonflight, but I'm going S Priest at 11.2. Oh shit!
Good choice.
Warlock for life has nothing to do with the succubus for sure. Oh, you mean the what's the guy one?
You mean the Incubus?
The Incubus is crazy. You dirty fucking dog.
That's true, Runeward. You're right. They are.
Wow, you main combat/outlaw for 15 years and I can't do it anymore. I hate how it is now. Oh my god. Yeah, dude, that shit sucks. I hate I on that fun tier list I put out today, I straight up said I literally hate Outlaw Rogue. I literally said it. I don't want to bash on it, but I can't stand it. Going from Ret to Enhance, that's not a bad change. Those are very similar playstyles. Very, very similar. Very, very similar.
I don't know. One is really tight, and I think it's designed really well.
What?
The way Red is designed is
pause on that, man.
It's tightly designed.
Yo, you really emphasized the it. It's really tight. Yo, settle down,
out,
bro. I didn't say it, bro.
Chill out, bro.
Yo, guys, am I crazy? He said that kind of crazy. What the fuck? That is crazy.
Enhancement is just a little bit all over the place, man.
Yeah, enhance. It's a bit sloppy. I'm gonna be honest. It is a bit sloppy. I think it needs a pruning. Yeah. How you gonna go from talking about the Incubus to talking about tight? Oh shit, he's in trouble. My female blood elf is... Oh, yeah, you're crazy. Tight for real. Yeah, you guys are nuts. Anyways, Enhancement Shaman, it's got a button bloat issue. I think we are good with this form Freakout, though. Let's move on to the next. Oh, shit. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is. Is fear of missing out, FOMO, healthy? That's a bold, just overarching question, though, no? Is that not just a big overarching question of like, is it? Is it healthy? Is FOMO healthy? Is fear of missing out healthy?
In certain ways, yes. But if you overdo it, no, right? Is what I would say. In doses, yes, because it gives people like, okay, we have to.
Must be a rogue player. That's crazy.
You gotta go and strive for it, but in moderation, yeah, Kuzi.
Yeah. Hold on, I can't read this while the notification's up. Sin, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate the love. I kind of want to say yes. I too would like a lot of stuff I missed out on. Mage towers, gladiator, gear, mounts, etc. But I didn't get it. I get a little envious when I do see it, but it rewards people who made it or had the time to go get it. It also rewards those loyal players and people who like to feel special. I see a lot of threads talking about this. It's a game. It's nice that it rewards people who play more. There's still plenty of cool stuff out there for those of us who aren't in the club too. Sure. I guess, yeah. I mean, yeah, but you can say that about anything. I didn't get that one-of-one Lamborghini, but I can get that Hyundai. That's kind of cool.
Nothing wrong with a Hyundai or Honda, bro.
That's kind of cool, right? Yeah. No, I want the juice. I want the juice, baby. You know what I mean?
Listen, I think...
Worst take of the day, months.
No, I'll say this. I'll say this.
Shit.
By the way...
This guy's going to get blasted.
I think for things like that, you should... Like, okay, getting it when it's current and it's prestigious, okay, you know, you're better than people. You got to have something.
That's awesome. Enemy operator, by the way.
But, you know, 10 years down the line,
Bro,
Open it up.
Legion was what, 7-8 years ago?
Yeah, like open it up. And
Bro, what are we talking about right now?
how many of these people are actually rocking these mogs?
No one.
So like, who cares?
What are we talking about?
Who cares?
Bro, it's 8 years ago. Let it go. I didn't even have a chance. I was like 14. I didn't even know what was what. Actually, no, I was older. But I was in high school. But I didn't even know what was what. I literally didn't know shit about WoW.
I don't know why you didn't get it if I got it and you're much better at the game.
Yeah, but I didn't even know what it was. I didn't even know it existed. Like, I was probably wasting my time on Call of Duty. Like a degen. But don't need to feel special. You are special. Wow.
That's
what
true.
a fucking goat.
That's true.
I spent over a month getting all Druid artifact appearances and had to learn the spec in and out to succeed. I would agree not bringing back the Mage Tower if they weren't bringing back the AOTC mounts. Okay. They want to sell it in Classic first. Oh, W. Now we're talking. Thanks for ever giving me a sub. Yeah, shout out to you guys. In before the army of armchair psychologists say that FOMO is an illness. Oh, buddy.
Yikes.
I'm just going to say this. People like rare things, obviously. Diamonds, you know, people love them. Games are a business. FOMO items keep businesses rolling. I get people hate or dislike it, but come on. People also hate taxes, but we understand why they're a necessary evil. It's to keep people coming back and playing and to support the game itself. Same deal with League and the prestigious skins they have for doing rank play.
I mean, sure.
There's some good stuff from FOMO. There is. But there are people who literally never even had a chance to even, like, get it going. Like, for in my scenario, I literally didn't even know. You know what I mean? Like, I had no idea. So it does suck for me as a hardcore WoW player now. I literally only play World of Warcraft every day. I didn't even know. You know what I mean? So it does suck in that sense. I don't know. The skins on League are garbo, though. They're just garbage in general. All bullshit. It's a freaking... What are we even talking about? It's a freaking, what do you call those? MOBA. Like, we're talking about skins in a MOBA?
No, I'm not.
I can't even see it. You know what I mean?
Skyview skins, you know?
That's crazy to me.
Isometric skins.
Next, they're going to sell watches on the characters.
That'd be sick.
Watch for your Ezreal. Crazy. Moving in. He's objectively correct. I could agree. I desire to get something out of Reach is generally a primary motivator in improving at the game and putting more time into it. Agreed. Is it healthy for the individual? That depends on the individual. Is it good for the company? Absolutely. Sure. But they stopped doing shit like that for the most part when it comes to, like, obviously there's the typical mounts, the gladiator mounts and stuff, the AOTC mount stuff, but other things aren't as impactful like this. Like, the Legion remix, like, there were a lot of appearances you can grab. There are mountains of them.
No, Legion Remix is going to have a lot of shit still.
Like, no, I think it will, but I just don't think they'll have as much to cover their ass because people are upset about it. People are upset about it. Let's be real. It's a hot topic right now.
And by the way, they're a lot more upset than they were for the mop challenge modes. Mm-hmm. Because you know why? People like Legion a lot more.
Sir Table says, I think anything exclusive in the game needs to be evergreen and skill-based. Time-locked items are dumb, in my opinion. Make skill the prestigious factor, not time. I love that. I love that because I would love to get my ass in Legion Remix, go on my Paladin, go on my Warlock, go on my Rogue especially, and get those. I want those weapons so bad, but guess what? It's like that meme. It's like, let me in. Let me in.
By the way,
like,
if you,
I want it, I
you
can't
could
even
go
try.
and do the Mage Tower in retail right now.
Yeah.
If you could do it in the difficulty it is right now, it's harder than it was for like 90% of the people who cheesed it in Legion.
Yo, they're not easy, bro. They're not easy to do those.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now, like,
right now it's harder than it was in Legion at the time that most people got their
and that's
their
what
weapon.
I'm saying. Like the active retail mage towers are fucking hard. Like, they're not easy. Like, they take some skill. Like, I remember it took me like 8 or 9 hours for all 3 of the Warlock ones. It took me a serious amount of time. Like, and we're talking straight 8 or 9 hours of beating my head. Like, so, you know, it was kind of tough. Remember Tyrion's Charger? It was the pinnacle of FOMO. You had to stay subbed for a year to WoW during Warlords, but then they brought it back in the store.
Epic.
Now we're talking money, baby. Like I said before, I think you can let it stay exclusive for at least 2 expansions, and after that, bring a new option where you can earn it again through an event or whatever. I could agree. I think the FOMO thing is decent, but we have to remember at the end of the day, I think it should be based off skill, not time. Like a short window. There are so many people who weren't even fucking playing then. Like, I didn't even know what was what. So, it just sucks. Mage Tower, an imbecilic hill to die on. Oh, boy. Do you want to read this one, Lance? Can you read
Blizzard. Do not die on the Mage Tower hill. As Christ bled on a skull-shaped hill, Blizzard's chosen to die on an elf-shaped hill. Whoever is in charge of Legion Remix needs to take a moment and read some of the comments below from Dratanos' most recent video.
Oh, buddy.
Why are you gatekeeping some of the most cool transmogs that has ever been made that fulfill the deepest class fantasy? Why are you continuing to bludgeon us with the prestige argument when you just allowed everyone in the game to
100%.
chase essentially unobtainable mounts like Invincible, Vengeance, and other cutting-edge mounts,
100%.
and now have announced that AOTC mount is returning? The Mage Tower was not a testament of skill. Anyone with a fleeting but beating heart could accomplish it by the end of Legion. Yeah, because it was a joke by the end. Blizzard has a great game. The art team and rewards team are world-class talented. Why are you gatekeeping these cool transmog when the sentiment of the community is to release them?
Wow.
See below.
Dude, yeah, he just hit the nail on the head, dude.
No, I mean, there's still a big point to Legion Remix because a lot of people weren't around for Legion.
And what's going on? Good looking.
There's still a ton of transmog. There's still a ton of other artifact appearance, the class mounts.
Yeah.
You know, there's still a lot that you can do and you'll be able to do. So I don't want to say it's pointless.
Keep the skill requirement, bring it back, bring it make from time to time?
Bring it back from time to time is probably what it's
I
meant.
would assume so, yeah. But all that is still in retail. What do you mean?
I mean, yeah, but a lot of, like, who's going to do it? Also, like, I know for the Collector's Bounty event, I've intentionally not done anything in Legion because I'm just going to get it in Remix.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I've done my fill of Collector's Bounty. I've never been a mount guy. I've been more of like an armor and weapons guy, like to get my stuff. So personally, that's just me. Like I mean, obviously this is a crazy thing to say, but I would love my attempt at, I would love that old corrupted Ashbringer model, man. I would love trying to get that, or it's so cool. I always thought it was such a cool thing, but is what it is. Or that old Max gear, but I don't know. What's official? Every one of her thumbnails says it's official, but I don't know what it is. It's official. You don't know what the fuck is going on. Now sit down and watch the show. No, I'm just joking, buddy. Nah, we're talking about the Legion Remix drama right now. They officially announced that the artifact appearances from the Mage Tower aren't going to be available for Legion Remix, and they're pretty much saying tough shit. And it doesn't really make sense because they just put out the Collector's Bounty event that kind of allowed us to get a bunch of stuff, and then they're kind of holding off on this on a remix event, which is super meme in itself. So it's just kind of weird. It's kind of weird that this is a whole situation, and a lot of the community sentiment is showing the same response as well.
Also, technically, if you're ever talking about news, and it's official news that came out,
Technically,
it's
official. Yeah,
well,
it is. You guys know how it is, man. The thumbnail thing, you can't hate the player. You gotta hate the game.
Hey.
Like, you can't hate on me, man, for playing the game how the game is meant to be played. Everyone just needs to wait for Legion Classic. It will be available again. I'll see you guys in a year and a half from that. I'll be there, front and center. I think they're going to skip WAD. Officially official? Exactly.
Honestly, I think Remix is the perfect end of expansion thing. It's a chill thing where it's like a farmathon where you get to be absurdly Diablo level powerful and one-shot everything. Yeah. Super fast.
I don't know about you guys. I'm excited for it again because I want to get a couple race class combos up. I'm looking to get my Night Elf
leveling at the end.
Yeah, I want to get a Night Elf Druid leveled up. Maybe a Dwarf Paladin, like a Dwarf two-handed Ret Paladin. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, it's just gonna be cool to do. I mean, listen, Legion's my second favorite expansion. When Classic comes out, I'll do it just to play Surrender to Madness Shadow Priest, but I'm super excited for Legion Remix.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mop Remix was a blast.
No, Mop Remix was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
It was super cool, and I'm definitely excited for Legion Remix.
Yeah, no, XP right now, boost level right on retail is crazy right now, Candle. I agree. Man, people sure love to cry about nearly a decade-old transmog. Yeah, I think it was 8 years ago, but yeah, I agree. I don't... Dude, for a weapon appearance? Like, I feel like... I don't know about you guys. Personally, I like weapon and, like, armor more, but a lot of people will go on the side of mounts being way more prestigious than weapons.
Or they just like grinding them out.
What do you mean?
They just like they'd rather have mounts. They like collecting mounts.
Well, I'm just saying in the sense of, like, people... Like, I feel like people would have been more upset about the collector's bounty thing.
Hey,
than
you could go get the
appearance.
Fell Werebear Druid skin still though. So go ahead and get it.
Boo.
Hey.
Not the fell werebear. Mounts are more important. That's what I'm saying.
For me, yeah, I think transmog's more important.
Yeah, personally, for me, transmog and weapons.
How I
love
look
that.
in combat is, I mean, I'm in combat more than I'm flying around.
The poor pets, yeah. Pants, you kind of agree. Pets are cool too, man.
I routinely, if I get a rare pet, will cage it and put it on the auction house.
Shit. It's crazy around here. Are all these threads made by all to the same person?
No, they're not.
Are people actually upset about that?
By the way, the entire forms, it took me a long time to find, like, freakouts that weren't just about this.
Wow.
It's almost everything on
Yeah,
there.
everything. It's the hottest topic right now, though. You know what I mean? There are a lot of cooler transmogs that have happened since Legion, in my opinion. So some of this is just nostalgia, I think.
I mean, Dragonflight was, say what you will, Dragonflight's some of the best transmog in the game for a lot of people.
Dragonflight had some bangers. Banger mogs. I still got to get in there and get that Ashkander, that two-handed weapon. I need that shit. That shit is
And BFA, yeah,
douche.
BFA is sick too.
I gotta do a guild run with that. Every week. Honestly, I would love that. I kind of thought about this thread about players who won't do remix. I don't know what this guy's saying. I don't even care if they come back or not. I just don't want Blizzard to give in to the usual WoW crybabies. I mean, is it really crybabies though? Are we really tripping about an 8-year mount? Like an 8-year simple weapon appearance? Are we really tripping about that right now? I don't know. I don't want to dance around the same shit over and over, but anyways, let's move on to the next freakout.
If new Nightborn stuff comes with Remix, I'm getting it all, baby.
Oh my god, I'm on that shit hard. I don't know about you guys. I love Nightborn. That's such a fun race to play. Lance, you want to take this one?
Yeah. What WoW should have, but never will.
Ooh, okay. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, really quick question to you, YouTube and Twitch chat. We have like 170 people total. What do you think WoW should add to the game that they've never had to the game? Other than housing. Settle down.
You can't say housing because it's coming.
It's coming. Can't say housing. Do you guys have any ideas of what WoW could add to the game that they've never had off the top of your head? Anything?
Yeah. You know what I loved?
Better graphics is crazy.
You know what I love from my fourth favorite MMORPG of all time? Duo endgame content like they have in DC Universe Online would be sick. Kind of like scenarios in MoP, but just duos. Now, I'm probably being a selfish prick here.
Because you have me?
Because I would like to just be able to do it for you, to play with you.
Okay.
And by the way, I would never want WoW to be a free sub game because if you think microtransactions are bad now, we'd be fucked.
Yeah, we'll be cooked.
8-man raids would be sick too, by the way.
8-man content would be dope.
Sidekick system from City Heroes, that'd be cool.
Wanzu, now we're talking. Wow, now we're talking. You know what I would really love?
Ogre player characters is sick.
This might be a little bit crazy. What about you can make your own story missions or make your own small scenarios, like custom created scenario, similar to like I guess City Heroes did that, right? And then Champions Online did that. I would love for there to be a custom story creator or even a Nemesis-like system. Like maybe if you're a Frost Mage, you have like a Fire Mage that you can create that's like your arch nemesis, but he's an evil Fire Mage.
Wait, like
bada bing,
you could
bada
do it in
boom.
City Heroes or
That would
Champions?
be really cool. I feel like that would be awesome for RP, just great content to create in general and just fun to pass the time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not everything has to be about power all the time. All the time it has to be about power?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I would say, 5-man, 5-man raids. I would say,
5-man
I wouldn't call it
that's
raids,
cool.
but like
like really hard, long dungeons.
Mega dungeons again.
Yeah, mega
like
dungeons.
BRD size dungeons. At least one in expansion.
Yeah.
Like,
I wouldn't mind that.
yeah.
I would think that's cool. We kind of have a small sidekick systems and follower dungeons. Yeah, but even then,
No,
we're just stuck.
sidekick is like in City of Heroes, you could pick, like, you can make someone a sidekick, and everything they do, like, it would kick up if you were still leveling and you had a sidekick. A portion of their XP would kick up to you, as well as I
Altered.
think even their money and stuff.
Really? I do miss old 10-man raids. Yeah, 10-man raids were awesome. Dude, with the way leveling scales for new players, companions would be a massive W. Companions.
I think leveling is over so fast, and the open world is already so toothless, you don't even need it anyway.
You don't. You know what I really would love is like some real, and they're working on it, like the whole story thing as you can level. Like technically you can do it. I did it while I was leveling my Knight of Foyer. I did the Ethereal campaign. It was cool. I mean, the XP was a bit shit. Like, you want me to be real? It was a bit shit, so I feel like they should up it a bit. But it was cool. It was cool to do. I thought it was interesting. You got really good gear out of it, actually. Like, for your level you were at, the chest and gear in there was actually really juice. Lemmy says, we should get new class order hall content every expansion. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, baby.
That's cool, but the thing is, I feel like
Wait, yo, before we get into that, Boom Boomy saying romanceable NPC.
yeah.
Oh shit.
I would
That's
say
crazy.
you don't want to have to do a class order hall every single expansion, but being able to just class quest, I think, because I think class order halls would get old if they did it every expansion. But I would think for Midnight, it would be sick to have one in Midnight, because it's like world-ending threat. Okay, we need the order halls to gather back together. That would be sick.
That'd be cool.
Hero talent theme order halls. Well, now, let me ask you this then, Candle. Are we locked into an order hall, like a hero talent order hall? And like, am I stuck in the Void Weaver one and I can't become an Archon? How does that work?
I think, yeah, no, I don't think hero talent themed. It would be a little too far. That's too much to make.
Well,
It's
because
too
you
much
have to be able to change.
Well, it's also too much work.
Yeah.
It's too much. I think order halls can be done again. I just recently went through the warrior order hall, and I was going through it. I didn't get to finish because I literally out leveled it, but holy shit, it was fun. I had a blast. It, like, there's so much fun. I was doing them, and it made me think, like, wow, why did this leave the game? I don't know about you guys. It was awesome going to your order hall and just seeing the classes that you are there. It's so thematic. There's custom music. There's stories. There's followers. By the way, hot take. I don't know about you guys. Doing those little follower missions again, those were kind of cool. Like, I know you don't like them. But I thought the little mini game of, like, getting them together, the percentages, you know, upping your chance, leveling them up.
You know,
it was a cool little mini game thing.
Class order halls is they are not created equal, though. I will say.
No, not at all.
Some of them are
Not at
like.
all. Freestar.
And by the way, we should do a tier list on class order halls. That's a sick tier list. But yeah, Priest is so bad. Whereas
for real, Canadian. I used to do them at school, bro.
Yeah. By the way, remember
that?
remote auction house? I remember being in school and making thousands of gold and playing the auction house from my phone. Bro,
I used to literally every day in school, I'd be like, start first period. I'd send all my guys off on follower dungeons. Right before lunch, it would finish. I'd send them again. And then at the end of the day on the bus ride home, I would send them again. I'd be getting those shits up. Oh my God, it was dope.
Yeah.
I mean, would you not want that as, like, at least a little taste of something while you're at work or doing something? Why not? Like, why is it that big of a deal? Put some cool stuff behind it. Fuck it. I miss them. I'm gonna be honest.
There's some cool.
And now that I actually appreciate the game and play it for what it is nowadays, I would do it. I would for sure do it, Lance. Why not? BFA couldn't happen if you stayed in charge of your order hall. You would forbid the different classes from fighting in the war.
Yeah, I mean, because you can't, and like going back to, like, you can't spam order hall every expansion, but there's certain expansions where it makes sense. Like Legion, I think it made a lot of sense. Midnight, it could
either
make a
in
lot
Midnight
of sense.
or
The Last Titan. Yeah,
one of them, it makes sense.
They can make a lot of sense coming back.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. Anyways, moving on. What WoW should have but never will. So what are some things you think WoW should do but never will? The reason for never doing it may be from the lack of insight, lack of resources, poor management, yada yada. Okay. I prefer things being mentioned to be things that are technically possible, but feel free to agree. Damn, what about like real capes? Like that go over your shoulders and have like the physics to like flap when you move your arms or when you swing or something. Like capes are ass in World of Warcraft. I'm gonna be real, they don't look good, they don't feel good to wear.
I just want more back pieces that aren't capes.
Sure.
Or cloaks.
I also want back pieces that if I wear them, they don't hide my weapon if it's sheathed. I want evoker transmog. Anything else? I can go on and on about what I want customization. Okay. Give flying boats and fish mounts increased swim speed. Are we serious? This is the.
By the way, that is something I always like 100% though. He's not wrong. Like that's insane that they don't have that.
Okay. Wait, number 1 on your list is.
I mean, that wouldn't be my number 1, but he's right. It's a good ask.
Right.
It's a good ask.
Okay, sure. Very niche, but okay. Earn/fill Warbound XP tokens instead of automatically earned XP in War mode.
No idea what he even means by that.
I don't know what the hell that means. Ground mounts generate and extend rested status. Ground mounts generate rested XP?
Okay.
How does that make any sense? You're not resting. Because you're on a mount?
Okay.
Does this guy know what he's talking about?
No, like, I guess because you're on your ground mount, you start getting rested XP.
Okay. Equipped item level cap that raises weekly instead of raid lockouts and conquest cap. Yeah, no.
What?
You have a new BIS every week? That's terrible. Item level cap every
I
week?
don't understand. He's not explaining his...
Algari tokens of merit from weekly vault can be used to purchase an in-game lottery ticket. What in the hell? For a chance to win game time?
Stupid, no.
What the fuck is going on here? Customize chosen vendors for your mounts or... That's cool. Okay.
That's cool.
So if you have, you know, like the transmog mount, you can customize who's on it, I guess. Okay, sure. Okay. Not bad. Interesting. A rostrum of transformation equivalent for your character's idle, fighting, walking, running stances, glyphs. Okay, that's not bad. I think that's cool. They did that in City of Heroes, where you can change the animation type of your said casted ability.
That's cool.
Okay, that's cool. I'll give you that. Imagine if every race had different casting options, like skeletons. That'd be really neat. I actually think that's a major W. That would be fucking awesome. Eat and drink while walking and standing. Eating, drinking limits you to the RP walk speed. Okay. Make WoW rated. Okay, buddy. Long, high-quality cinematics for nearly every quest. What the are you out of your goddamn mind? I mean, that sounds awesome. Maybe for some new, really deep quest chains. But you can't have cinematics for every quest. You're a dead man.
You know how expensive the game would be to make?
Oh, yeah. Sunslick. Suns. We were talking about that a little bit ago. Hardcore. ESO's emote system is pretty neat, and the personality system. I've heard of the personality system. I don't know about their emote system. I mean, isn't just not just emotes. War within most quests have voiceover, which is enough. Point 10 hits the title of threat on the head, though, right? Yeah, I mean,
we would never.
I guess you're right. Yeah, Sons, you might have to roll back a little bit if you want to watch it, buddy. I'm sorry. Sounds like they want to play Final Fantasy. Shit, you're kind of right. That's crazy. Delete the forms. Well,
wait, number 11, romanceable NPCs.
Yeah, for real. Faction betrayal. Yo, I'm gonna be honest. In this next season, I thought to myself a couple times, what if I just abandoned the Alliance and the Horde, and I was just on Xalatath's team? I've thought of that literally multiple times.
What if I was just on the Toes' team?
All right.
I'm just saying.
Toes, huh? Okay.
What state
you guys from?
Bottle of wine.
We're East Coast. US. We're East Coast. South US. The quest you can make in-game cinematics like in
We're in a little
SWTOR.
place. You ever heard of the Gulf of America?
That's crazy. Yeah. In-game cinematics like SWTOR. Shit, man. That would be such a dream come true if they did story like SWTOR and WoW. Oh,
yeah. It's so expensive.
It's also impossible.
And if you think we get story content slow now, holy shit.
Yeah, we would be absolutely cooked-a-reeny, bro. Another faction other than Horde or Ally. By the way, that would be cool too.
It would just be balancing nightmare, but yeah.
Yes, man. I love when we unlock a Mog, we unlock the sub pieces. Example, you unlock Heroic Skin, it would be like unlock LFR and normal. Oh, that's interesting. That's very...
Oh, so
Canadian's crazy.
So you're saying that if you unlock... So, for instance, if you unlocked normal, you would get the normal and LFR version. If you got Heroic, you'd get all three. And if you got Mythic, you would just unlock them all. That's pretty cool.
Add-on to like DBM and Weak Auras make WoW customizable. Sure, I mean, those are going to be coming to the game soon. I used to live in...
New England
and Utah. I'd love to come back and live, but US makes visas very difficult. Yeah, they do. Dude, you'll be on a visa for years. I know, but that's one of the good things about SWTOR, the history, and you can make decisions still. I read the... Yeah, man. That would be such a dream come true, bro.
It would be.
I can replay SWTOR, honestly, any day of the week. Simply because of those class story missions. They are a 10 out of 10 experience. If you're an MMO lover, it is mandatory to experience that in your life. Mandatory. Technically, right now, you only need LFR and Hero Gear to get all the sets.
It's actually true.
You're right. Let's see. Based. All the story material being in game rather than promoted on YouTube and in books outside of it. It'll likely never happen, but it should be like that.
I'm okay with extra media on the game, fleshing out the world.
Light side Sith Warrior.
So.
Interesting. Imperial Agents best in slot though. WoW should have M rating. Current rating is T for teen. It's far too restricting. With an M rating, WoW could do a lot more interesting stuff. I could agree.
No.
But why? Like, what? We're really going to get to that point where we're restricting, like, 18 and up? There's just no point. You'd have to, like, there'd be a lot of stuff restricted. Have they said they're going to expand the Lore Walker stuff to, like, 100 different story ones? They're expanding it, but they never said to that extent. Forsaken could be its own faction at least. Damn, that would be an interesting idea. But they are expanding it. There was already data mines of the corruption of the Sunwell. And the story of that. So, I mean, you know, this is all hinting at shit that's going to happen in the future.
Yeah.
So, the short story of the Locust Walker, I really loved it on YouTube. You can't make that in-game because it's too much details. Yeah, it's a lot,
That stuff's also not necessary to be in-game, and that's only for people who want to dive in to it.
Yeah.
It's world building that most people don't even care about. So, you know, it's
Lance,
fine.
it's time for Memory Lane. Ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, grab a beverage. We got to get into this really quick. All right, let's take a quick stroll down Memory Lane, where we revisit iconic moments from WoW, old YouTube gems, and the legendary clips that shaped the game we all fell in love with. Now, let's jump right into it. Boom! Ladies and gentlemen, you guys know what time it is, man. It's the #1 segment of the World of Warcraft weekly show.
It's
from
the
Comeback
#1
City.
segment in all of World of Warcraft podcast. It is Memory Lane.
Memory Lane, baby. We take a trip down in the past and, you know, dive into some stuff that made us, you know, really love the game. Bring some nostalgia back. Let's jump into it. It's called Hard Like Heroic from Nim. Okay. Nim is one of the GOATs, by the way. You guys like, you know, machinimas and stuff.
Haha, well now, we call this the act of gaming. But there are several other very important differences between real people and pixels that you should know about.
Oh, shit.
This is classic. I mean,
Yo, this guy's going in right now.
this is Sky every night after stream, guys.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Hey! Yo! Hey!
Grind, baby, but not the leveling kind. I mean like playing WoW online and then a rogue gets you from behind. So here's your chance, drop my pants like we're raiding Gruul, but like the mushroom from Mario Brothers, you are just gonna get one up in your thunder bluff. Like a shaman in the buff, you'll love my totem where you PvP. I go for teens, I'm just like Blizzard and the ESRB. Stand up all night at teams, careening the caffeine. If you wanna rate late, I'll Mountain Dew ya. Cause my metal gear's like solid snake, hard to see, but I'm breaking into ya.
Hey.
Hard like heroic, more than you can handle. So let's do it like a druid in the general channel. Do it again now. Hard like heroic, more than you can handle. So let's do it like a druid in the general channel. Getting woody now.
It's back when WoW ruled the world, man.
Yo, that is crazy.
You know why they were able to do stuff like this? And why stuff like this was so popular? And it was actually going to be one of our debates that we did, and we're going to skip over, but because social media wasn't a thing and people were gathering in WoW and that was their social media, it made them be like, this is how they interacted with people. This is how they had fun. And they were like, let's just have fun with WoW.
Mm.
And WoW wasn't just a game back then.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It was a social hub.
Yeah.
You know, and we all know WoW players, we're not going outside that often.
Yeah.
We went into the game to hang out. And because of that, that's why shit like this happened. It's why it doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
Because now you're on social media. Like, if you're making videos, it's on different things. They're making funny TikToks or YouTube videos and Instagram videos on other shit. But back then, this was it.
Yeah.
This is how we all interacted.
Headphone warning, here we go. Yo, he's hitting.
I love that purple-headed staff because it's epic. I think your Wii's the one for me because I'm swinging from the joystick. Moving too quick, carrot on a stick, click on my button, alchemy. But I got this notion that my noggin fogger potion might give you the bone you need. Else you get small size like those ally guys. No lies, cause gnomes don't come equipped. And then we'll cyber like short circuit. Johnny 5 with a microchip. Without a doubt, I'm an epic mount. If you got a lot of stamina, I'll smile and then come back once in a while. Don't wanna subscribe, just want the trial.
Hard like heroic, more than you can handle. So let's do it like a druid in the general channel. Do it again now. Hard like heroic, more than you can handle. So let's do it like a druid in the general channel. Getting woody now.
That's crazy.
Yo, he's got everyone dancing and
Hard like
Orgamar with him.
heroic, more than you can handle. So let's do it like a druid in the general channel. Do it again now. Hard like heroic, more than you can handle. So let's do it like a druid in the general channel. Getting woody now.
Run that shit back some more. Run that shit back some more. Ladies and gentlemen, guys, we appreciate the love so much, dude. If you're in the chat, let me get some ones in the chat, baby. Let's get some ones in the chat, guys. We love you so much, man. We appreciate all the love.
That purple-headed
Let's get it going, dude. Give me the outro.
Like a druid in the general channel. Getting
Get
woody
some
now.
ones in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, dude.
Oh, you know what? Mega wasn't here tonight.
Boo. Yo, we love you guys so much, man. God bless every single one of you. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the show, man. We're going to see you guys in just a few days, Wednesday night. We have big announcements. Big announcements. A massive episode this Wednesday night. You have to be there,
Let me
dude.
see some-
Do not miss it, ladies and gentlemen. I love you guys so much. God
Hold
bless.
on. I want to see who we're gonna raid.
I'll just raid somebody.
Wait, I don't even know if he's on.
Yes.
He is.
What's his name? Telloret?
Hello, J Tello.
Yo, I love you guys so much, man. God bless every single one of you. I will see you guys in the next one. My name's Scott from the Comeback Kids.
I'm Lance.
We'll see you in the next one, guys. Wednesday night, you gotta be there. Biggest show of the year. Be there, guys. I love you so much.
100%.
God bless every single one of you. Peace. Peace out, guys.